But if she was that Diddy freak off at 70 years old, she was just like the rest of them. The freaks come out at night. That's his mother. Wrong, right, or indifferent, she gonna lie, steal, kill, and protect her child. That's what she's supposed to do. But the apple don't fall far from the tree, man.
Yeah, he not a monster. She is. But I don't want to go there. But she is. She's the fucking monster. Everything in her fucking name. She's the monster. She created that.
Yes, you heard correctly. After footage of King Combs' Diddy's son allegedly fighting his own grandmother Diddy's mother Janice Combs surfaced, the entire drama took an unexpected turn. You may be wondering how things got so messy. Family conflicts are inevitable when dealing with Diddy's ongoing scandals, and this leaked video shows that the drama isn't just hurting Diddy, it's destroying those closest to him. But the real question is, why would King Combs fight his grandmother? Could this startling altercation be related to the accusations made against his father, or is it an indication that family ties are beginning to erode? Under duress, it's no secret that Diddy has SP. He spent years creating the image of a picture-perfect family, from lavish vacations to lavish birthday parties and holiday celebrations, making sure the world saw him as the ultimate family man, a father who had it all together. Even in interviews and on social media, Diddy proudly showcased his bond with his children, portraying a life of unity, love, and success. However, if even Diddy's own family is disintegrating, the stakes are higher than ever before because when private family issues go public, there's no turning back.
And extra hard on him and really just telling him the truth that, yo, like, you my son and you have to deal with these things. I never picked a beat for him. I never did anything. I never set up a meeting for him.
A month after Diddy was placed under federal custody after a protracted investigation, his children came forward to publicly express their unwavering support for him. When Diddy's life took a shocking turn with his arrest a few months ago, it seemed even incarceration couldn't shake the carefully constructed facade he had built. Quietness in an emotional letter posted beside a family portrait, Justin Christian Chance and the twins Jesse and Dilla United talked about the destruction caused by false tales and their hope that the truth would ultimately come to light. We stand united supporting you every step of the way. We miss you and love you, Dad. These words from Diddy's children marked a poignant declaration of their loyalty and love amidst the storm. But Diddy's family support didn't stop there. Prevail said, even though the past month has devastated our family, many have judged both him and US based on accusations, conspiracy theories, and false narratives that have spiraled into absurdity on social media. During the continuing legal turmoil, his mother Janice Combs also came into the public eye and vigorously defended her son. Despite admitting some complexity, Janice, a longtime significant figure in Diddy's life, openly denied the mounting accusations against him, claiming her son was being unfairly singled out. My son might not have told the whole truth about some of the things she mentioned, referring to a time when Diddy denied ever getting aggressive with an ex-girlfriend, even though hotel surveillance indicated otherwise. She explained that sometimes lies and the truth get so entwined that it is frightening to reveal one aspect of the tale, particularly when the reality is unusual or too complex to be believed. Janice clarified that this complexity probably played a role in Diddy's civil legal team's choice to resolve the ex-girlfriend's lawsuit rather than challenge it, arguing that the settlement was a calculated move to avoid drawn-out legal disputes rather than an admission of guilt. However, this choice appeared to backfire as the federal government interpreted the settlement as an admission of wrongdoing, further complicating Diddy's legal issues.
We've been able to speak to your son.
What did you say to him when you visited him in court?
Diddy's actions may have been exposed much sooner if Cassie hadn't settled her lawsuit, but Janice doesn't seem ready to have that conversation. For many watching the drama play out, this was just another example of how Diddy's family remains loyal and supportive despite everything, putting on a united front even as the controversies surrounding him intensify. However, this is where things get complicated because although Diddy's mother and children continue to project an image of a loving and supportive family, insiders are exposing a very different reality behind closed doors. According to sources close to the family, tensions are rising as Diddy's legal issues continue to escalate, and insiders say that a never-ending tug-of-war has developed between Janice Combs and King Combs over handling the millions of dollars. This apparent unity is reportedly far from the reality. Diddy departed, the family dynamic is reportedly under tremendous strain due to the growing friction, which threatens to tear them apart. Talk about bad timing. You have to wonder how much more drama this mansion, which is already a magnet for drama, can withstand before collapsing under the weight of it all. Perhaps it's time to move and pack up, but let's not get ahead of ourselves because things are about to take a disturbing turn, and believe me when I say that this is where the story gets really dark. Christian Combs wasn't merely an innocent bystander in this case. According to the lawsuit, Grace claims that during a recording session, he showed an uncomfortable and unwanted interest in her right away, and things only got worse from there. Christian coerced her into sharing a tequila drink with him, but wait. It gets worse because she claims that the drink was tainted with more than just tequila. Let's face it, given Diddy's contentious past, we can't help but notice some unsettling similarities in this story. If history is any indication, we know exactly where it might go.
Now a son of embattled music mogul Sean Diddy Combs has been accused of sexual assault. A lawsuit filed in LA Superior Court on Thursday accuses Christian King Combs of assaulting and possibly beating a woman in December 2022. The woman says it happened while she was working on a yacht that Diddy had chartered. This comes just over a week after homes owned by Diddy were raided in LA and Miami as part of a federal human trafficking investigation. Neither the attorneys for Combs or Diddy have commented on the new legal complaint.
But that's only the beginning of what Grace says happened. According to her, things took a much darker and more twisted turn, and she claims that Christian became violent, physically grabbing her arm to stop her from leaving. Just think about how terrifying it must be to be trapped by someone with so much power and influence, unable to leave, and feeling completely helpless. Unfortunately, it gets worse. The narrative takes an even darker and more unsettling turn when Grace says that later that same day, things went totally out of control. She says that Christian cornered her in a secluded room, stripped off his clothing, and attempted to coerce her into doing things that she didn't want to do. Grace claims that she resisted and refused to give in, but the nightmare continued until a different staff member happened to enter the room. This chance intervention allowed her to escape. Let's take a moment to reflect because this is an absolutely terrifying story that makes you wonder about everything.
Son, Christian, aka King Combs, is now being sued, just like his father is. A woman filed a lawsuit against King, alleging that in late 2022, right before New Year's Eve, King took her on a yacht. Specifically, the party going on, she was working it, and she claims that he started to hone in on her, groping her, trying to kiss her. She claims that she tried pushing him off of him, telling her that she didn't want it. And she claims that he continued pressing on and pressing on. In her lawsuit, she actually claims to have audio recordings of this, and she includes transcripts of all of this. And in the transcripts, if they're believed to be true, they do in fact show her trying to tell Christian, hey, leave me alone, I don't want this, leave me alone.
Desperate for assistance and support, Grace even attempted to speak with the yacht captain the following morning in the hopes that someone would at least listen. However, instead of showing empathy or taking action, the captain dismissed her and suggested that she was likely partying voluntarily. This type of response is the epitome of Tony and makes you wonder about the moral character of anyone who could reject such a serious accusation so casually. However, if you thought that was the worst of it, think again because the fallout from what Grace allegedly went through doesn't just end with that horrific night. It gets even more heartbreaking. Grace claims she was basically compelled to continue serving since she was unable to leave the circumstance, as if her trauma didn't exist, and she was just supposed to continue as if nothing had occurred. This is not only unsettling but completely catastrophic. Talk about a hostile workplace, right? Christian, despite all that allegedly happened, continued to have Grace serve him as if nothing had happened. Can you really understand the mental toll of such a situation? Unfortunately, it doesn't end there to make things worse. It seems that this man allegedly exceeded every boundary possible, yet she was obliged to continue as if it were just another day. It's an unfathomable cascade of heartbreak and loss that leaves you wondering how one person could endure so much. Grace's personal life started to fall apart under the weight of everything she had gone through. The emotional trauma from the incident spiraled into a complete breakdown. She lost her job, her mental health took a nosedive, and as if that wasn't terrible enough, her long-term relationship also fell apart because her partner couldn't handle the emotional strain of what she was going through, and they eventually split.
Like father, like son, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said before,
The emotional scars from what Grace went through, along with the breakdown of her personal and professional life, paint a picture of devastation that's hard to put into words. It's a level of pain and resilience that most of us can't even begin to comprehend, but regrettably, it doesn't end there. It must have been heartbreaking for her to lose both her career and a long-term relationship while carrying the weight of such unimaginable trauma. Grace's lawyer claims that since that terrible night, she has struggled with significant melancholy, and the weight of it all has compelled her to seek therapy simply to start processing what occurred. If you think that's bad, it gets even more heartbreaking. Grace was unable to attend her own sister's wedding, which she had been excitedly planning for 18 months, because the emotional toll was simply too great. It is heartbreaking to consider all the moments that this trauma has robbed her of.
Christian King Combs isn't letting his dad, Sean Diddy Combs' sex trafficking court hearing get in the way of him partying with his girlfriend, Raven.
However, why does it all get messier? In addition to being accused of some really unsettling acts, Christian is also said to have been connected to the notorious freak-off parties that have plagued his father Diddy for years. Yes, you read correctly. Those outrageous, scandalous gatherings that have been the focus of whispers, and more than just Diddy may be in the headlines because sources are now saying that Diddy's sons were allegedly right there in the middle of the chaos. And guess what? Christian's name has also been dragged into this bombshell lawsuit. The connections here are as shocking as they are explosive, and it's obvious that this story is only just getting started. If you thought it could get any more shocking, think again, because the lawsuit names Justin, Diddy's eldest son. Yes, this shocking revelation has not only implicated Christian, but has now dragged Justin into the mix as well. The drama surrounding this family just keeps piling up, and it seems like the skeletons in the Combs closet are now spilling out at an alarming rate. The Combs empire is under more scrutiny than ever before. It is a tempest that will undoubtedly rock their world and everyone who is watching it develop.
Breaking news for you now, a federal raid at the LA home of music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. You see a large law enforcement operation presence at that home. Our Fox Los Angeles sister station is reporting the raid is part of a sex trafficking investigation.
The accusations in a lawsuit brought by a woman called Jones have taken a more sinister turn. It is alleged that Diddy and Justin Dyer were both involved in recruiting sex workers and inviting minors to a listening party. But wait, it gets even more frightening. Jones claims that partygoers were drugged and had their drinks tampered with without their knowledge, resulting in a dangerous and manipulative environment. Diddy and Justin aren't the only people in the spotlight. A horrifying picture of exploitation and abuse connected to a family that has long been admired in the public eye is painted if Christian Combs is indeed implicated in this lawsuit for actively participating in extremely disturbing acts, such as allegedly spiking drinks and even assaulting a woman at one of these parties.
Combs' attorney speaks out after claims that he's banned from renting homes in Los Angeles after allegedly wrecking them. Listen, y'all, the realtors in LA are fucking fed up with the Combs family, bro. Like, they are done with the Combs family. Like, they banning everybody in the Combs family from renting homes.
When the feds raided Diddy's $40 million mansion Tessa in April, things took a crazy turn, and guess who was spotted running away? Justin and Christian Combs. Is this real? It just keeps getting more serious. Although they were allegedly fleeing the raid, the Department of Homeland Security intervened with a comprehensive operation, and this wasn't just ordinary raid. According to reports, videos purportedly recovered from Diddy's mansions contain incriminating evidence, including footage from those infamous freak-off parties and other really unsettling events. As the details come to light, it's becoming evident that this scandal may be far more significant than anyone had predicted. The level of secrecy and criminality surrounding these tapes is absolutely terrifying, and guess who has already been implicated in all of this mess? Justin and Christian, of course. These two appear to be at the center of the storm, with their names now linked to some of the most upsetting accusations to ever affect the Combs family. Once untouchable, the empire is now facing a reckoning that could alter everything.
Justin Combs allegedly unruly parties has real estate agents in LA refusing to rent to him. Auto slam! Well, they probably refusing to rent to him because daddy's money's tied.
What did they do? Did they dip? Of course they did. Following the raid, Justin and Christian were observed leaving the area with their bags in hand. But guess who returned? You guessed it. It's obvious that this whole situation is getting out of control because Justin and Christian returned, most likely to gather their belongings and try to keep quiet about their messy family drama. However, the drama didn't end there. Things are only getting worse for Justin now, and he's not just dealing with lawsuits and family chaos. His reputation has taken a serious hit, and this drama is seriously affecting not only his career but also his ability to live his day-to-day life in the city. According to sources, Justin is now being blacklisted in the LA real estate market. He can't even get a call back from a real estate agent after his notorious party lifestyle became well known. It's reportedly getting harder than ever for him to secure a rental in LA. Given the way Justin has been living his life, it's not surprising that he's having problems. His Instagram is essentially a highlight. Can you even hold him responsible for all the criticism? He is well known for hosting crazy parties that are fueled by alcohol. It's no secret that Justin Cole enjoys throwing extravagant parties and talking about stunting like your father. But here's the real deal. When he rented houses in Los Angeles, he wasn't exactly keeping things low-key. He would tell agents he was throwing a small party for 20 people, but when the party started, it was more like 200 people tearing up the place. It sounds like a complete disaster, doesn't it? As if his life wasn't already a circus of crazy parties, family drama, and legal issues, but now he's facing some serious financial difficulties. Yes, Justin is getting into more and more trouble, and this time it's not only lawsuits and shady business practices, his wallet is suffering greatly. Let's go back a little bit. In January 2022, Justin leased a brand new Bentley Bava V8, which is essentially the definition of a flex. He made 42 payments of $3,365,245,078, but he chose not to make his payment. Now, Porsche is pursuing him for the full $172,600 he owes plus interest, which is 10% annually. One can only imagine the pressure that comes with having over $170,000 hanging over his head, not to mention the legal fees, family drama, and the growing stress of handling it all at once.
Justin Combs faces an $190,000 lawsuit over alleged missed Bentley payments. Now, this is at a trying time right now for his family. A lot of the money his father owned, P. Diddy, might be seized as assets by the federal government because they're prosecuting P. Diddy right now.
But the true surprise is this: in June, Porsche served him with the lawsuit documents, and the legal storm is only intensifying. It appears that there is no escape, but that is not the worst of it. As if his family couldn't get any crazier, King C. Diddy's youngest son is assuming responsibility for the family's social media accounts amid his ongoing legal troubles. King is currently responsible for managing Diddy's Instagram account in an effort to preserve the Diddy brand amid the current turmoil. However, this decision has elicited some skepticism, as Diddy has historically utilized social media as a platform to showcase his skills and maintain a polished image. It is unsurprising that King would wish to assume this role while his father is preoccupied with the 2025 trial. This change in responsibilities could be a strategic move to preserve the family brand's presence during a period of intense legal and personal turmoil.
Happy birthday, Daddy.
It appears that King is endeavoring to preserve the family's reputation while simultaneously maintaining the brand's viability amid this period of intense scrutiny. His posts, which feature positive throwback videos and positive energy, are likely an attempt to remind people of the family's legacy and the positive impact they have had. This could be a strategic move to stay relevant and manage the public image while Diddy deals with the mounting legal troubles. As for what's next, it's difficult to predict. However, if the family can weather this storm, they may focus on rebuilding their brand, potentially with a renewed focus on more philanthropic or positive projects to help shift public perception as the drama continues to unfold in the Combs family saga. it is evident that this is far from over. From the alarming allegations regarding Christian Combs to the escalating legal disputes, litigation, and family discord, the name of Combs is being tarnished in ways that few could have anticipated. The family is currently facing significant financial and legal repercussions, which, in conjunction with Diddy's own deteriorating circumstances, has placed an immense amount of pressure on them. However, King Colin's decision to regain control of the family's social media platforms and maintain a positive energy stream could be a critical step in the process of restoring their public image. Despite the complexity of the situation and the vast challenges that lie ahead, it is evident that the Combs family is not going down without a fight. Will they be able to reclaim their reputation and rebuild their empire? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure: this saga is only just beginning. Thanks for tuned into this intense and developing story. Remain connected for more updates as we continue to track the latest twists and turns in the lives of the Combs family. If you found this breakdown illuminating, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more celebrity news and in-depth coverage. See you in the next video.